Can we compare an apple with an orange?
No.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. A warm good evening to one and all.
Good evening.
I've recently overheard a conversation while in queue while checking out my groceries. An elderly lady who was standing in front was talking to her husband. Oh, you know what happened to Mr. Sharma yesterday? Oh, poor fellow, he had a big fight with his son. And you know, the son threatened him to throw him out of the house. I was really very jealous of him before because he could live with his children. But now I feel we are so much better off because even if our children are abroad, we are much better off. Well, what is this? It was like I was shot like a bolt of lightning at that time. And I had the epic realization that we are all inherently barbarous to an extent. And we derive happiness by comparing ourselves with other people's miseries. Are we like that?
No.
The classic example is the famous story of the beggar who had no shoes. He goes to the temple and prays, "Oh God, what kind of a God you are? There are so many people around who have cars and scooters to move around. And all I ask is for a pair of shoes and you can't even get me that." Right at that moment, as if in queue, a physically handicapped man comes with a pair of crutches. Then our beggar immediately apologizes and says, "Oh, thank you God, I got my answer. At least I have feet. And I am immensely grateful for that. I swear I'll never complain for shoes." See, the beggar was unhappy relating to the people owning vehicles and is happy relating to the people. His state of mind depends on what he has seen at that time and compared himself to. Are we like that most of the time? Comparing ourselves with someone or something? His rating is better than mine. Her salary is better than mine. The expensive jewelry she is wearing. But for we ladies, we have an inborn affinity to jewelry. So men folks would please consider that comparison. ABC's child is so quiet and well behaved. Why can't mine be like that? XY's house is small. Oh, thank God, mine is bigger. So on and so forth. Comparison is a tricky thing. No matter how bad your situation is, there is always someone who is in a worse position. No matter how good circumstances are you are in, there is always someone who is much better. Look at the Guinness Book of World Records. They are broken every day. Let me get back to the beginning of my speech, comparing an apple with an orange. Why do we want to try to stack them against each other and to try to make any resemblance of comparison between them? Both are awesome fruits and unique. Apple may be a little more sweeter than an orange. An orange may more be sour than an apple. But an apple is an apple and an orange. Likewise, each of us are different from everyone else. Trying to draw a comparison between our life, our family, our friends, our partners, our kids with somebody else's. Isn't it quite outrageous? How many times do we compare ourselves with others? We started learning this right from the beginning. Parents do compare us with our siblings. Doctors do compare us with others with the height, weight, and all those medical charts. But I compare myself with my friends for fatness. And I pray, "Oh God, make me, either make me thin or make all my friends fat." In schools, teachers compare us, giving tests and to see whether we are eligible to be in a particular class or not. With all these comparisons, even though it is necessary, do you feel this is enough? wouldn't it be better if we stop comparing ourselves to others? What happens when we compare ourselves to others? Comparing ourselves to others makes us feel shorter. Never compare, because we don't know in what position the other person is, how bad position he is in. Maybe he would wish he would love to be in our place. So never compare and compete. It only makes us bitter. And in the end, we get inspired. Will that do any good to us? Compare and despair. It rhymes. So it's an easy adage to remember, but it's not a creative one. Replace those two words with a rhyming pair. Inspire and admire. Sounds more better, isn't it?
Yes.
Learn from others. Focus on our strengths. Count our blessings. These would help us to stop comparing ourselves to others. Self-comparison or self-reflection is what we need to improve ourselves. Compare us with what we couldn't do, or we could do better, which we couldn't do almost 5, 3 or even 1 year ago. How much has our life improved? How much we improved? As individually ask a question for ourselves, am I a better person today than what I was yesterday? As for me, I should say, 2 years ago, to stand in front of people to speak a few words, my God, my legs would tremble, the heartbeat shoots up, the adrenaline rush. It was a disaster. But now, standing in front of you, giving my 10th speech, with much improvement in the level of confidence which I had 2 years ago. All because of Toastmasters. This is what we should compare with. I'm comparing myself with old me. This is what we should compare with. This self-comparison or self-reflection is what we need to improve ourselves. Can we be satisfied and happy to the fullest? I say yes, we can. For that, we need to give an honest try. Like the character in the Shakespeare's play, As You Like It. The world is the stage, and all men and women are mere players. I just want you to close your eyes a few seconds. I set a timer, so I don't want to get disqualified. I just want you to close your eyes, please. You are on a stage, the stage of life, where you are assigned with a role to play. There are so many others around you with their own roles to play with. No matter how good or bad your role is, but compared to others, it's yours. And only you can do your role the best, and you will do complete justice to it, because you are who you are. Open your eyes, please. And you see, the world as it is a different place, where you are not taller or shorter, fatter or thinner, fairer or darker, richer or poorer. Life is like a movie. 2 pages are already written by God. First page is birth, and the last page is death. Center pages are empty. It's up to you what you fill it with. Fill it with the best in you. You are what you are. That is the best and the most beautiful thing in the world. Never stop being you, because you are what you are.